everyone, today's unboxing is for the monthly subscription service to the Fresh Fiction Box Not to Miss, which is a fiction book subscription service. Every month for $45.95 plus shipping, you get let's say just a selection, not a particular selection, but a selection of 3 to 5 print books. I'm not sure if they offer ebooks anymore. They used to, but these are genre fiction. They tend to focus on romance, but they're not always romance. And you just get just a bunch of different books. So we'll talk more about that, and I'll let you know what I found out about my my deal with the free shipping. But I'll get into that in just a moment. This is the October 2025 box. Let's dive in and see what's in it. And the first thing I want to tell you is you can't really tell by looking at it, but the lid it's a little raised, so it's like filled. It's overflowing, and I'm excited about that. Okay, so let's dive in. Yeah, see, they couldn't even get it down to the end closed. Oh my gosh, I'm excited about that. Okay, let me pull out my paperwork. I'm actually going to leave this stuff at the top so that we can kind of be surprised together as we go through it. Let me just double check. Yes. This is our October 2025 box. They do have a special Christmas box that's now open for sale. It's a limited edition. I'm going to have to go and check that out. If you're part of their community, they have you subscribe, you are part of their community, then you can get access to like podcasts and stuff. So, all right, so let's dive into this. The first book I get is Killer on the Potomac by Katie Richards. It's a Harlequin intrigue. And it's a new, no, not new, I was going to say, yeah, it's new. It's October 2025. Not every book that we get is going to be a new release. This one is. Okay, and then, I'm super excited if this is the one I think it is. Yes, it is. And then I have Girl Lost by Kate Angelo. This is a romantic suspense, Christian romantic suspense, and I am really excited about this because I've been holding off on getting it. And now I don't need to because I got it here. This is the first book in the King Legacy. It is a Revell published book. Yep, Christian romantic suspense. Yep, I've been seeing this. This is a new release, and I've been seeing this all over the place, and I've been so excited about it. So I'm glad to get that one. All right, then I have. Well, that's an interesting cover. An interesting title: Cookbooks and Demons by Megan Mackey. That was one I'm not familiar with. It appears to be the first book in a series. Okay. I can't tell for sure. It looks like it might be an indie published book. Interesting. Okay, let me just take a look and see if yeah, this is a 2023 published book. And by all intents and purposes, some trigger warnings. This looks like an independently published book. Okay. And then we have Catherine Lyons, The Love Potion. This is part of a series called Dragon Blade. I have seen this one on their emails. Like, I subscribe to all of their, they got like several different newsletters, Fresh Fiction does, and I've seen this one advertised. So I've been kind of interested in that one. This too is the first in a series. This is by Dragon Blade Publishing. And this one, book one in My Lady's Potions, is a 2025 release. Awesome. Oh, I forgot to say it's this historical romance, it says. Yep. Yep, historical romance. Awesome. And then, ooh, a thick one. Oh my goodness. Peter James, The Hawk is Dead, a Superintendent Grace novel. My goodness gracious. I don't know anything about this author. This is something I'm going to have to look up, but look at how thick this book is. Oh my goodness. The thriller of the year. So it's a thriller. Wow. Quite a backlist. Awesome. First published in 2025. Yeah, it doesn't say. Oh, you know what? It's got pages for maps. Okay, so if I'm having to guess, because it's saying a publication date of 2025, but there's no maps. Usually you don't see the date on the spine. So if I had to guess, I would say this is an ARC, which is Advanced Reader's Copy. Okay. That's cool. All right. Let's see. I'm going to have to move my box in a second. We have our tea. This month we got a English tea. We got our hard candy. Oh, 2 hard candies. And then I got some paperwork and the box. The box is empty. Okay, I'm going to move the box. I just want to take a look to make sure there's nothing that I shouldn't show on camera. See, we have Fresh Fiction Reader Games. So this is if you're part of their group. This is a card with information if you want information on their community. I will put a link to Fresh Fiction down below. Oh, it's information about Girl Lost. About the author, some interview questions. So just some information about Girl Lost. Awesome. Okay. So that is going to be it for my October 2025 Fresh Fiction Box Not to Miss subscription service. If you like this video, please take a moment to hit the like button down below. And also, if you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, it'll let you know when I post my unboxings. As always, I love your comments. What'd you think of the selections this month? Have you read anything by these authors? Or these are, you know what you can tell me if you know what ones are clean reads, like not graphic intimacy. I don't care for swearing. So there doesn't have to be no swearing, but I like to keep it at a minimum. I'm kind of picky about that. And so I like my clean reads, and I like the intimacy to be like closed door, not in your face. And I really don't care for like horror, graphic, violent stuff. So I prefer to stick with clean reads. And I know not all of these are going to be, it's usually the nature of it. And but if you want to leave me in the comments, if you want to tell me, oh, I know that book's not a clean read, or I know that it is a clean read, I can tell you right off the bat, Girl Lost, that one is, because that's Christian romantic suspense. So I already know that one. I know the author. So, yeah. So I love your comments. I read and respond to them all. So what do I think of this box? Well, I say this every month, but I've actually renewed for another month. This is kind of we're seeing how it goes. I like and dislike the box. Let me just put it that way. I have mixed emotions about it. I absolutely love getting a box of books. I love that. And I love that the last 2 months, they've had so many that the boxes have been overflowing. Of course, when you got a book this thick, you can't help but have it be overflowing, but still. This is a good price for all of these books. particularly since, three of them are new releases. This one is an ARC. Advanced reader copies you're not allowed to sell. They're advanced reader copies. They're meant to go to reviewers, and to go in boxes like this, but they're meant to be freebies. They're almost finished, but they're not quite finished. So like that one has maps in it that haven't been put in it yet. But they're meant for you give them to advanced to the reviewers. They read them. They can get the reviews out in time for the release date. So that's what they're meant for. Because I do review quite a lot of books, I get advanced reader copies of things quite frequently. So I don't read them usually unless I'm having to do them for a review. I consider them freebies. I mean, it did cost the publisher to print this. I mean, look at this thing. It does cost the publisher to print those things, but I wouldn't buy them. So I don't really count that as part of the cost of the book. That's a freebie that's thrown in. So, but I did get 4 books. And the prices that books are going for now, the price of the box is good for that. Okay, so the one thing that I did want to say, I didn't say whether or not I recommend. If you are a person who reads across genres, you're just an avid reader of everything, your interests span all kinds of things, this is a perfect box for you because it does vary. If you're a reader who has you're picky about your genres, or Christian versus non-Christian, if you're picky about it, or clean reads and not clean reads and all that, if you're picky about it, this might not be the box for you. And that's probably a good thing that you're coming here watching this, because you get to see what comes in them regularly. I love my Christian fiction. I will read other fiction. I don't just stick with Christian fiction. Aside from the inspirational messages in Christian fiction that I like, Christian fiction as a whole tends to be cleaner reads. They're not all, but they tend to be. So I kind of know what I'm getting most of the time. What I struggle with non-Christian fiction is that a lot of times you don't know. You just don't know if it's clean reads. There's no ratings on the books. You kind of have to go by people reviewing them and letting you know. And, so there's that. Okay. I am, like I said, I'm subscribed for another month. And what I'm doing is the books that I'm not keeping, I have somebody that I'm passing them along to, and then they've got like friends that they're just giving them out to. Whoops. So they've got friends they're giving them out to. So these books are going to homes. So I'm not, I don't feel like I'm losing out anywhere. So this one definitely is my absolute favorite in the box. I'm so excited about this. I am interested about the intrigue and the historical romance. This one kind of scares me, but I might give it a shot just because it is completely out of my comfort zone. Actually, that one is also completely out of my comfort zone. If they're clean or close to it, I might give them a try. We'll see. I don't know. I like that this box allows me that opportunity to step out of my comfort zone. So there is that. Okay. Now, the last thing I wanted to touch on, and I'm sorry because the video is getting long, but the last thing I wanted to touch on was the free shipping. So when I subscribed, if you watched my videos the last couple of months, I've come and gone with the subscription service, and I decided to come back and try it again. I'm doing it month by month. I'm I'm kind of reevaluating every month. Do I really want to keep this up? Is it been monetarily worth it for me? We'll see. So I've been giving it a chance. When I signed up on their website, they say that there's free shipping, but their website is a little outdated. I don't know. Maybe they'll have it fixed by the time you see this one, but basically they had the price of the box was listed wrong. On one of the pages I went to, it was like $36, and it's not now. It's $46, $45.95. So that's the current price of the box. They also listed free shipping. That's not the case if you get directly from their website. I contacted them and they didn't respond, and I had mentioned it in the last video, and I did get a response. Turns out I replied to one of their emails to me, and that wasn't an email, like that wasn't really meant for people to reply to, so they didn't catch my email. It kind of fell through the cracks. When they found out, they reached out to me. They told me there's not free shipping when you go through the website, not officially. They did have a coupon code, free shipping, all in caps, one word that you could use. I'm throwing it out there for you if you want to try it. I'm currently subscribed, so in order for me to do that, I'd have to unsubscribe and resubscribe, which I'm just not going to do right now. Shipping is an additional $10, just so you know. They also said the free shipping is really if you order through CRATEJOY. And I have worked with CRATEJOY before. I do recommend them for boxes that you can't typically get on your own. And you can save money there, but I will also point out that even though you get free shipping, CRATEJOY is going to charge you a couple of bucks at least for a service fee. They started doing that a couple years ago, which is when I kind of stopped using them. So they charge a service fee pretty much on every subscription. So you don't save the entire $10 shipping. You would save a little bit less. So I don't know. Go check it out for yourself. I'm just giving you the information. All right. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for stopping by and watching. You guys are awesome. Have a great day.